Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so I'm aware at the moment it's just me. That's all right, which I've got no problem with because actually this is going to YouTube as well, and you may watch this at a different time, not just live. And this is the Sober Stream day 3, and actually it's been pretty successful so far. I've enjoyed the last 2 days, just sort of airing my thoughts about to the last 6 months, and it is 6 months today, so 10th of each month is my my clock, my tick for another month gone, and 6 months sober today, which is really, really good as far as I'm concerned. I'm really happy with that, because if you'd said that to me a year ago, where all this started, I don't think I would have believed you. I think, to be perfectly honest with you, I would have just said, yeah, I don't really know how to give up, if I'm honest with you. I don't really know how to change who I am, because who I was drinking. You know, I'd always be the one drinking the most in the pub. I'd always be the one staying up the latest just to have another drink. I'd always be the one that was going out to get more beer, was encouraging other people to drink beer. Yeah, and it was an unsustainable way to live. Welcome, if you are here, Irashamase, and welcome to the stream. The agenda tonight is actually to talk about something, I'm not going to say controversial, but it's probably the most challenging part that I've found of the last year. But it was what helped me quit 6 months ago, a sort of change in opinion about certain aspects in the world. I was quite resistant to a certain aspect of recovery for quite a long time, and actually, I don't know, it's the thing that most people that are in recovery find tricky at the start. I know this sort of anecdotally, and I know this because other people that I've spoken to about it struggled with it. I think being British doesn't really help when I sort of explain what it is. I think actually some of you will understand why I say being British doesn't really help. And what I sort of need to talk about tonight, because it has been 6 months, and actually because my mindset has changed quite an awful lot, it's sort of the aspect of spirituality that comes with recovery. And I don't know, I think that is the most off-putting thing for a lot of people that are trying to get away from being addicts, because as soon as someone says anything to do with spirituality, to do with religion, I mean, immediately you get put off. And I was 100% the same, and I still am, because there's certain aspects of it that I have to clarify, because, and I think actually tonight's stream will probably help with that, because I have to clarify it to myself for it to be a certain thing that I'm thinking of in terms of spirituality, or it doesn't work for me. I sound so cryptic at the moment, this doesn't make any sense. But what I need to sort of get into is this sort of explanation behind it. I want to try and keep it light though, because what I'm not trying to do here is preach to anybody, convert anybody. That is not the agenda at all. What the agenda is that you sort of understand my point of view, how much of a struggle that aspect of recovery was, because actually it really was. But when I got my head around it, I'm pretty sure that's what helped me to give up completely. Because a year ago, if you've watched any of the other streams or the explanation video, a year ago was the point where my life became unmanageable. It was already unmanageable, but I wasn't willing to admit it. So a year ago was the point where it became unmanageable, so much so that there were real problems with my personal life, whereby I had to sort of make a big decision. That decision was to go and get help for my drinking. And I did that. I've got a therapist that I really, really like. He is also an alcoholic, a recovering alcoholic of something like 30 years now, so he's very much a veteran. And his advice was always that eventually I'd have to actually fully give up. But I was really resistant for the first 6 months. I wanted to do anything that I could not to give up. I wanted to reduce. I wanted to be on a reduction program. I wanted to be able to drink like normal people can drink, have one like a gentleman in the pub, and then not get absolutely wasted like I always did. But unfortunately, that's just not who I am. It's not something that I can do. Welcome if you just joined the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining me on a Sunday evening. Irashanase, I'm very, very pleased to have you here. I'm just talking about what the topic is tonight, and it's sort of a difficult one. It's it's step 2 of the 12 steps, and the 12 steps is sort of like made fun of in various programs. I know South Park is a really funny episode of South Park where Randy is an alcoholic. It's one of my favourite episodes. And he goes to a meeting, and they sort of make it very clear to him that he needs to admit that he's an alcoholic and all that kind of stuff, which took me ages to do, and he doesn't want to admit it and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really funny. But also they mention, and he says to them, I didn't realise that Alcoholics Anonymous was a religious thing. And the second step is to come to understand that there is a higher power that can basically help you. I'm not going to recite the actual step because that's not what we're here to do. I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm not trying to sort of justify that sort of aspect of the 12 steps, but I'm just talking about my journey with it. That's what I'm trying to do tonight. Morbid says, I was going to mention that episode. Do you still find it funny considering the subject matter. Yes, I do still find that hilariously funny. It is one of the best episodes of South Park. And yeah, my opinion of it has changed slightly. But it's really, really important that I don't sort of lose sight of the fact that there is that spiritual aspect of the 12 steps that's really, really important. This is my reward for being 6 months sober, which is great. I'm really pleased about this little blue coin. But yeah, I gave that to myself, by the way, because no one came to my house and gave that to me. I gave that to myself. I feel like I earned it. Right, let's move on with this for a bit. Let's do a little bit of Genshin. Let's see what the tasks are. I've not touched this today, so I don't know what I've got. So, prayer in progress. Look at that. How serendipitous is that as a commission quest? We're going to have a look at that in a second. Voltage charge. Oh, not voltage charge. I really hope it's not the snake. Serpent's head one. Increasing danger. Swift Slayer. Nice. Oh, this is a 6-month chip. It's a thing that you get if you go to meetings. Are there different colours? Yeah, I mean, this one's blue. The last one was red for 5 months. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Thanks for the comments, by the way, Albeit, I really appreciate that. It's nice to have people interacting with the stream. Okay, so let's have a look at these voltage charge. Let's go and see. Let's see if this is the Serpent's Head. Yesterday's voltage charge was dead easy. No, it's not. It's a different one. Right, let's go and see. I can't remember what this one is. I've done these so many times. Oh yeah, this one. It is across the camp. Let's go, Ayaka. So yeah, if you've never seen this stream before, the idea behind it is to sort of play Genshin Impact, which is, I just love this game at the moment. Been playing it for over a year, and it is really, really cool. I love the stylization, how beautiful the drawings and the character builds are. This is Ayaka, look how beautiful she is, how badass she is. And then to talk about my recovery, that's why it's called the Sober Stream. Right, stand on this little thing, light it up. I wonder if this is a bit of an annoying one where it goes wrong. Oh, it's a long one. That one yesterday on the South Island is like... Alright, easy. Boom. Done. Easy primos. Right, let's do these guys over, just while I'm here. I haven't actually done the chasm quests yet, so if you're watching this and you're like, how can you kill the villagers? Because there's been like information revealed in the new chasm quest about the origin of the people and I think MiHoYo has sort of changed its opinion on where they lie in the story, and people don't like hurting them anymore. I never really liked hurting them, but you know, it's part of the game, that's what you do. Yeah, so we'll perhaps wait until so the topic of tonight is the sort of this spiritual aspect of the 12 steps, and in that episode of South Park where Randy's sort of like reluctant, that is the feeling that I had. It's like, oh, I'm not really religious, I don't really understand how that is going to help me. How is that possible? How is it just accepting that there is a higher power is, you know, is Jesus is going to come down and take away all my alcoholism. Yeah, it didn't seem plausible, and still doesn't. The idea of Jesus coming down and, you know, presto changeo, you're not an alcoholic anymore. That still isn't plausible. That's not plausible at all. However, what I did find plausible is that, because it is, the way it's worded is that it's a God of your understanding, and I think that was the important aspect to me, that a God of my understanding could be literally anything. You know, it could be Zhongli here. You know, it's not that silly, it's being quite specious. But it's a God of my understanding, something where I accept that there is more to life than what you just see. Something there that's within all of us. Something there that sort of connects us to the world. And that I didn't find too horrendous to understand, because what I've found is that, I mean, I am quite a spiritual person. Now, as part of my job, I am required to, you know, impart knowledge based upon the fact that British values suggest that we should respect everybody's beliefs, and we should have mutual respect for everyone. Now, one of the main reasons why I couldn't go, please God take away my illness, my alcoholism, is because that just doesn't seem right. How can that work when there are so many different religions in the world saying so many different things? But as imparting that knowledge through a religious education idea, is that many religions have many ideas in common. There's lots of differences, but they do have lots of things in common as well. And the things that they have in common are this idea that there is something more than you can see. And it's an odd feeling when you feel connected to the world around you. And I think that's what it's trying to make you understand, is that there is something there within the world that connects you to it. And I think that's how I got my head around this idea of a higher power. And that's their wording. It's not my wording, but, and I probably wouldn't use that wording, higher power. I definitely wouldn't use the term God either. But now I'm very entrenched in my sort of beliefs around the world and the things in it, and there are many things that I enjoy about this world. Those who know me know that I am a bird watcher or ornithologist. Now, if you're American, that is a cool up and coming hobby to have. Many young people in America enjoy ornithology, I'm led to believe. However, if you're British, like myself, that is still super, super uncool. And, you know, a lot of people think that's quite lame and they don't really understand it. However, I've always enjoyed it. And when I do that, I do feel connected to this world. I feel that, you know, I travel to places, I go to see excellent scenery, I go to different habitats, I look for things that live there. And when I'm doing those things, I feel connected to the world. And that connection to the world is what I've decided my belief in this higher power is. So there is many different religions that have this idea that, you know, there's a connection that runs through all of us. You know, Hinduism has beliefs about reincarnation, cycles of things, Buddhist ideas of nirvana and all of those kinds of ideas that are all connected to the things within the world. And the Japanese sort of idea of Shinto as well is very much to do with nature and the world around you. And former religions, things before Christianity took a massive hold, there's that idea that they're different gods were living in different things. The Japanese call them kami, and the ancient Greeks, they believed that gods were there were gods that can control the tide and the oceans and the winds and love and everything. There were sort of humanoid representations for these things. Now, I'm not saying that that's what I believe in, but the fact that these things have run as a common thread through all those different things over the years, is that, can that be denied? Can that be just disregarded just because I can't see it? And I've come to believe, no, I can't just disregard those things. I can't just say, well, there's nothing, there's no higher power. And when I started to think about it more, it took me a long time. So the therapy started a year ago. It took me 6 months to actually give up alcohol because I was resisting. I don't want to give it up. I still want to be able to get drunk. I still want to be able to go to the pub with my friends and be that person. But when I sort of reflected upon a lot of those things and came to actually sort of dwell on this idea of a higher power, this common thread of power running through everything that's connecting me to the world and other people, me to other people and other people to the world and me to the sky, the sea. I can't deny that there's something there. There is something. And as I've said in previous streams and in the videos that I've made on YouTube that are still there for you to be able to see, there was one day where it just seemed more relevant than others, and that was the day that I stopped drinking. I woke up being able to do that, to be able to stop. Did something magical happen? I know I sound ridiculous, like I'm making fun out of it. Did God come down in the night and instill the ability in me to not be able to drink? Probably not. But something did. Something gave me a change of heart. Something gave me the power to just go, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to stop. And it wasn't me, because I've tried myself before and I couldn't do it. And it's having to come to terms with that over the last 6 months of not drinking and being able to maintain it. That's been quite hard, really. And this is the bit that I don't really vocalise to anybody that I talk to about this, because people are quite resistant to the idea of a higher power and to God. So I would not talk about it. And I still don't use the word God. I don't use that word. I don't really use higher power. There is no word for me to describe it. And I think that's quite common in lots of religions as well, where everybody knows that there's this thing, this power, but I don't know. It's not something that I've created. It's something separate from me. And I don't know. I don't drink anymore. That's power enough. Hey, Mark's brain. I saw a green parrot type bird in the garden yesterday. Yeah, you might have done. Rose-ringed parakeet. I believe you're in South London. And yeah, it looked like it shouldn't have been there. Yeah, they started off as escapes. They're originally from India, foothills of the Himalayas, things like that. So they're cold weather parakeets, and they are really, really spreading. South London, there's loads of them. If you go to Regent's Park, you'll hear them all the time. There's a few in Brentwood, in Essex. Quite a few you spot them in Essex now. Go in towards London, Upminster, that way, that you see them there. Just going back from Seville in February, and man, that place is crawling with different types of parakeets. There's something called a monk parakeet there, which is even noisier than rose-ringed parakeet, which is amazing. Thanks for the comments though, man. Really appreciate that. Nice to see you at the stream as well. Right, let's go back to this for a little bit. What we got? Oh, not you. I'll do PlayStation 5. Increasing danger. Let's do this. I think this is the one where you destroy the Hilichurl towers. Let's change the party as well. Let's have a look at some different characters. I do love Ayaka because she is awesome. Let's go. Yeah, let's go for this Hu Tao party as well. So, if you've not seen this game before, if you're first time to this stream, if you're first time seeing Genshin Impact, basically you make a party of characters that have different sort of elemental abilities. The idea of the stream is for me to talk about recovery, but also to do my Genshin dailies, because this is a game that is updated really recently, so you have to really keep on top of it. Big numbers on the Hu Tao, thank you. I hate those Abyss mages. Wow. Boop. I'm gonna go because I haven't got an archer to take that other guy down. Oh my word. Just when you don't expect it. Nice, good numbers on old. Now, if anybody's watching this who's an actual Genshin streamer, they'll be mortified by how rubbish I was there. Anyway, let's go do another one. So that one was destroy the Hilichurl towers. Swift Slayer time trial challenge. Let's see where this is. Up this way. Oh, look, near Konda Village. We travelled there yesterday for those of you that came to the stream. Just looking at the chat, I find it amazing how everything came together to create human life. I don't believe it is a creation of God, just everything falling into place on our planet, but not on others. I do believe Mars is a look at what Earth could be like in the future. I believe there has to be life on Mars. Bowie. Nice, love that. Yeah. A weird sequence of events that just gave sprouted life on this planet and only this planet. Weird coincidence. Yeah, it doesn't have to be an act of God, but there's definitely some kind of power involved in that, isn't there? Whether that is some kind of forces of nature that are involved that allowed that to happen, that is still a power greater than our own understanding. And that is what step 2 is saying. A power greater than our understanding gives you the power to then give up. Google Lens is awesome, by the way, if you've never used that. That is absolutely wicked. So, harking back to that trip to Seville again, Google Lens meant that Lisa and I could go into a museum that was about the Spanish trade in the 1600s in sort of like the West Indies and Central America, and basically it was all in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. I'm learning Japanese, Nihongo ga, and je parle peu français, un peu, un petit peu. But no Spanish at all. So you put Google Lens up and you put it on the translate mode, and you can literally hold it up to the words, the camera, and it just translates them from Spanish to English. It is amazing. So you can then just read all the stuff and learn about, if that's what you're into, which I am, the interesting trade routes of the Spanish fleets and how they're affected by storms and pirates and all that kind of stuff. The whole sort of Pirates of the Caribbean thing is based on that. Sorry, I'm just logging back into my laptop. Yeah, the scanning the bugs thing is excellent as well. When you don't know what something is, you just hold the Google Lens up to it and then you can Google the bug that you've got in front of you. Plants as well, it is so wicked. I mean, that is, if you could have that just in your eyes, like as an implant, Cyberpunk, as an implant, that would be awesome. Just look at something, scan it, and then like, I don't know, click your ear and bing, you've got the information there in front of you. Google nearly did that with glasses, didn't they? And no one wanted it. Why did no one want that? I want that. Can you still get those Google Glass things? Or were they legal? I don't know. Right, I know what this time trial challenge is going to be. I think it's going to be Abyss Mages. And I think they're going to be Electro ones, so I'm going to change the party. Let's go back to Ayaka. Actually, no, let's do Gunyu. No Mona. Hey, Mona. Ooh, Mona. That is the second time I've done that on stream. Amazing. Boom. Oh, I missed. No, they did. They did. So yeah, yeah, Craig McLaughlin there. Well done, Warbeard. You can buy glasses with headphones built in. Yeah, now that would be awesome. Can you hear though? Because I don't hear through my eyes. I want glasses where I can, you know, I actually want contact lenses where it's part of my eyes, where I look at something and it changes the words from Spanish to English. I want that. I don't want it to be my phone. Google Glasses will still happen. I'm hoping by the time I get my cataract done, there will be the option to have Google Lenses added. Yeah, at the same time, that is a really good idea, isn't it? I mean, if again we're talking about spirituality, belief in reincarnation, if that idea of sort of like you get churned out again later, sort of like, you know, we'll die now, but we don't really die, we get reincarnated later on. I'd like to be reincarnated in the future where it's like, you know, I get implants, like cyberpunk style implants. So I die now, but I've enjoyed this time, and then I wake up again in 1,000 years and there's like rocket packs and, you know, arms where I can like fire bullets or something. I don't know, I wouldn't want to kill people, that's not really it, but it'd be awesome just to be able to like, I don't know, climb walls or not have to eat, just be able to eat anything, get energy from anything, have some kind of weird processor inside you. Yeah, like a metal arm. Watch. My wife has just informed me that you can get glasses at the theatre that show you the transcript of the play in the lenses. Settle down, that sounds amazing. Depends what play you go and see though. Smart caption, no solids crew. No, it would be loads of solids, but I'd just be able to get nutrition from anything. I'd like eat granite or something, and you just get nutrition from that because you've got this like efficient processor instead of a stomach. Because, you know, in 1,000 years there's not going to be any like organic material, is there, left? It's all going to be just like nuked. So you just eat dirt and then just yeah, process it using your weird processor. Right, what's this final thing? Prayer in progress. I mean, I did not know that it was going to be a prayer based task, and we've been talking an awful lot about spirituality. So you can literally eat anything and turn it into what your body needs. Yeah, exactly. Just eat concrete and then just get energy from it somehow. I mean, it doesn't work like that because everything I know about science means there's no nutritional value in concrete, but let's not just believe everything we see. That's why we're here at the shrine. Look at this. This is the perfect place for this string. Let's take a moment, a little bit of mindfulness. Let's look at Kanra. She knows what's going on. Yeah, this is the wrong stream for cannibalism. If you've got a processor inside you, don't eat humans. That's not the point. That's not the point. Eat whatever you want, just not humans. There won't be any trees, there won't be any plants. So you've got to eat concrete and dirt and process it. Maki. It's a shrine maiden. Let's see what she's up to. Mars, yeah, exactly. That's this. If you want to go and live on Mars, you need to have an implant in your stomach that is able to process rocks, just like the Mars rover. Literally, so the Mars rover is going to come back to Earth. I'm going to use parts of it to create a new metal stomach for myself, and then I'm going to go back to Mars in some kind of like hyper state. I'm just going to be there, just eating the rocks, and then that's basically it. Earth will be Mars, so we might as well stay here. Also true. Also true. Right, Maki. What does she want me to do? I know what she wants me to do, because I've done this before, and I'm going to change so that I've got Kaching in my party. Oh no, I have. Look, there she is. Boom. Kaching, she's a cat girl. Maki. Oh, who on earth is spreading this rumour? What rumour? About the fortune slips at the shrine. You know what fortune slips are, right? To put it simply, they are a form of astrology done by drawing lots. You can reveal some simple fortunes from the wording on the slip you get. Nice. If you get a good sign, great, but people usually leave the bad signs at the shrine to rid themselves of that bad fortune. Nice. Sounds like spirituality. But a rumour has somehow spread that if you throw the bad slips to the top of the tree, your bad luck will be dispelled by the Archon. Archon is like the god. But it's not true, is it, Maki? Here's the funniest part. Some people even think the higher you throw it, the faster the good luck will come, and the faster the bad luck will dissipate. What nonsense! The rumours got more and more outrageous. People have started throwing more up the tree too. That's the money. Said that if the more you threw gets stuck in the branches, that means your prayer's been accepted. Not only will your wish come true, but you will also enjoy good luck for a whole year. Is that true? Of course not. Let's put aside whether individual prayers can be heard or not. Throwing more is just a way off. It's just way off. Besides, Mora all look the same, don't they? Are they expecting the Archons to pick up the Mora one by one to figure out who they're from? I understand they want to pray for blessings, but throwing things up there won't get them any. Besides, if it falls down once the wind picks up. I've tried to clean up the tree myself, but I'm not very athletic. Not only did I fail to clean it up, but I got stuck for a long time and couldn't get down. That is a shame. But I can't just leave it unattended. Traveller, could you help me? Tabibito, could you help me go up the roof to clean up a little? I mean, obviously I'm going to do it because I want the XP, I want my 10 Primo Gems, and I want to be able to complete my dailies. The eating noise is good. Can you get that as a soundbite when you get new followers? Yeah, I mean, that when I get new followers, yeah, I will do that. But thanks for the follows. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for viewing this. There's 4 people in the stream. This is amazing. I'm counting on you then, Tabibito. Go to the roof and clean it up. And if you get any fortune slips, pretty please, bring them to me. Right, so the reason we got Kaching is because everything's up on the roof. And, oh, there's one, look. And her elemental skill means that we can do that. Boom. Picks up one. Let's get these birds' eggs while I'm here as well, just because that is what you do. There's another one, look. And I don't really use Kaching that much, but she is really cool. All the way over there. Let's go back the other way, make it easy. Hiroshima say, if you have just joined the stream, we're near the end of my dailies. I've been talking a lot about spirituality and how it does help with the recovery process, in spite of being the most difficult thing that I had to come to terms with. I was ultra resistant and I didn't want to do it. However, look, being in this beautiful shrine makes me think that there is something in this world that can be considered a power greater than me. And well, I'm going to report back to Maki. You're done then? Yes. Thank you very much. Leave the fortune slips to me and I'll hang them up in the right place. Please take these as thanks for your help. Have this meal as a reward. I understand that people are desperate to get back rid of bad luck. Oh, let's start that again. I understand that people are desperate to get rid of bad luck and to get good luck. But I think that if they really want to solve their problems, their own actions will be more effective than fortune slips. How do they expect the gods to offer help if they don't take any action themselves? Is that counter to what I've been saying, or is that in line with what I've been saying about spirituality and a higher power helping me? Of course, I have to do things myself to change my lifestyle. The gods will help me if I take action myself. Thank you, Maki. This has been very helpful for this stream. Very serendipitous. For sure. Yeah, Tenchu, Stealth Assassins. That was an awesome game. Is that PS1? That was an amazingly good game. Get it on an emulator. Or backwards compatibility, or get that new PlayStation subscription service that is... I can't work out whether that's a stitch up or not. But I'm a massive PlayStation fan, so I'm not going to say anything bad. I am streaming on PlayStation, by the way. That's probably why a lot of people don't watch this stream, because it doesn't look professional, does it? It looks like, you know, some guy talking about the fact he's an alcoholic and playing Genshin Impact. However, it's alright, it helps me, so that's the whole point. And those of you that are here, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, thank you for following. Thank you for contributing in the stream. Yeah, throwing the rice. The rice was like the distraction thing, wasn't it, if I remember rightly? Hastasi Mezase. Yes. Boken Shikyokai. Let's do this expedition thing first. Get my daily dose of these items. What am I drinking these days? No alcohol. That is, I'm not drinking anything like that. Drink a lot of coffee. Bought some Japanese coffee from a overpriced supermarket today, which is quite good. It wasn't actually that expensive though. It's about, I don't know, £3, something like that. Yeah, so I drink a lot of coffee. And yeah, water. This is peppermint tea in an Iggy Pop mug. He's a real wild child. Not that that's a good song. One of his most famous though gets played at weddings. Weird. Yeah, man. I am into tea. A lot of tea. Lots of different teas. What I wasn't into, I've just come back from Lisbon, which was hard work actually. I'm still recovering from not just alcoholism but also COVID. There's a lot of hard work. Trying to make that holiday work. But it was both Seville and Lisbon. You know, somebody that I'm married to is having a glass of wine. It's fine. She's not an alcoholic, so she can do that. You know, not have an overreaction to it like me. But what do I have? What do I have instead? You know, over here I'd have like, I don't know, lime and soda. It's quite a nice long drink to have if you're sat somewhere, or coffee. And coffee here is fine because you get loads. It's generally a long drink coffee. But if you're in Spain or Italy or any Mediterranean countries, it's like small. It's espresso, and it's like a shot. It wakes you up. But once I've drunk that shot of coffee, what do I then do? I sit there, get bored, and now I'm not full of coffee as well. So it's difficult. It's difficult when you're bored finding something that sort of matches, because if I have like a Coke or something, or Fanta or whatever they have, also an option. But again, you just drink it too fast. So herbal tea is like probably the best that you can get. If you've ever just drunk hot water, no, hot water is good. I drink that at work because you don't have to pay for it. And actually you can trick yourself into believing that there's flavour in it if you believe hard enough in a higher power. Boom. Right, so did I collect on that daily commissions? I don't think I did. Again, I always do this. I go and do the expedition things and then just forget to collect on daily commissions. Run, ka-ching, run! Right, so after this, after I've collected here, I'm going to use my resin. I think I've got, let's check in a minute, look, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So I'll check my resin, do my resin, use my resin. I'm farming artifacts for Zhao, who is another character. I keep saying Zhao, I've done like 3 streams now. I don't think I've even shown anybody who Zhao is, because I didn't collect. これが報酬です。これが報酬です。これが here。ここ here。これが報酬です。報酬 reward. It's got to be, isn't it? Yeah, mint is what I'm drinking as well. Mint is good. 20 primos. Boom. Right. So where are we at next? So I've got 1 of those in the bank. Let's do this then. So we've got 5 condensed resin. So we're going to go to the Zhao domain. Let's have a look at Zhao in all his glory. So I've been talking about farming his artifacts. There he is. He's cool. Look at this. Look at that mask. So I've only got him at level 80 because basically he wasn't quite ready. He didn't have his own artifact set. I'm running at the moment Gladiator's Finale and Viridescent Venera on him, as most people do, most people did until this new artifact set came out. And I just can't replace it yet because I haven't got the artifacts to do that. Because these are all okay. I mean, this one is absolute trash, but I just don't like that Viridescent Venera domain, so it was good enough. I have got his weapon, so he is good to go. Like, he will be wicked if I can get some good artifacts on him. And I'm just interested to see how much his damage will go up, because the addict in me likes those big numbers on the damage front. But yeah, he is pretty cool. I like the tea talk going on in the chat. That is awesome. What tastes like Werther's? Buttermint. 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 Words have lost all meaning. Right. The A team. Ayaka, Shenhe, Zhongli. A. Right, new Zhao domain. It's in this new area, the Chasm, which I still haven't fully explored. I haven't really had a chance to play today. Been learning Japanese, drinking coffee, free refills in one of our local establishments. Pay £1.20 and then get free refills of coffee. I sat there like all afternoon until the football was on, and then went and watched that. So this is the Zhao domain here, this artifact domain. You get 2 sets of artifacts out of this. I mean, you get more than that, but the two good ones. And I'm looking for the purple set. I'm looking for a crit damage circlet first and foremost, and then anything good. So Genshin streamers, this is what they mostly do. They spend their resin and then they farm artifacts, and they get people to guess whether the sets are going to be, whether the sets are going to be sort of like come out the same sets and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not Genshin streamer. What does my shirt say? It says, down with homework. Look at that. Thanks for noticing.
裁きの雷念の表像神里流消滅無我の境地
You've never seen Genshin before, there must be a lot going on here.
難攻不落念の表像表層よ
This is not my best style on this. Walk off. Boom. 1 minute and 10. That was slow. That was very slow. Right. I've got 5 runs at this. Let's see what we got. So 1 of each. Defense Goblet, that is absolute trash. We do not want that. That's nearly good. Nearly good. If that HP had been crit rate, that would have been a godly artifact. But it's not, so it's only okay. 4 more goes. Plus it's the wrong set, I don't want that set. So I don't have Ayato, and I don't think I will. Right. Zhongli to start, shield me up. That was wrong. I'm not getting you two in the right place. Boom, meteor on your head. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I mean, the anime style of it is just like so triggering to my brain. Oh, both of the wrong set, look at that. Fizz damage. No, absolute trash. Right, 3 more runs. Oh, I need to heal Ayaka as well. Got the camera on because I was doing that camera event. Right. What game has the best graphics? Have you played the new Horizon game? Like for a PlayStation 5, on PlayStation 5, it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. That photo of Aloy on my screen when I'm not streaming, I took that photo in the photo mode. The photo mode on Horizon Forbidden West is just incredible. It's absolutely amazing because the graphics are so detailed. Literally zoom in on a face. 3, triple roll. 3. That's the German 3. That's trash. HP. Oh my word, look at that. Crit damage, attack, energy recharge, but it's an HP sans. EM. No. Just no. Might be useful in the future, you never know. Dr. Dry. Dr. Dry. That's the German tree. That's how we knew you were a spy. That's not what she says, but you know that film. You know that film. It's what's it called? Inglorious. Where they're like going to the basement of that place and everyone gets shot up, and he realises that they're not German because he does 3 minutes away. .46, that's pretty quick. Forgot about Guy. Nowadays everybody want to talk and they got something to say. Oh, no space. No space. Oh, let's go in. I need to get rid of some of these then. Right, what can I upgrade? Who's upgrading? Kazuha's always a good bet. 16. Get rid of some of these low-end ones. Nowadays, everybody want to talk and they got something to say. Nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Act like they forgot about Dry. What do you say to somebody you hate? I better not keep singing now. I don't know if that's allowed. How many more trying to bring trouble your way? Want to resolve things in a... Study a tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy. Give me the awkward eye. And you recharge. Oh, look how terrible those substats are. Wow, this has been a real waste of time. Let's do one more run. Are these like these emotes of Bob Ross? Are these like the stock emotes? Because obviously I don't really have... I haven't actually seen that Super Bowl performance yet because I was in Spain at the time. So I didn't see that Super Bowl performance. Was it good? Because when I've seen Eminem live before, he relies an awful lot on the guys rapping with him. It used to be Proof, didn't it, that used to rap with him. I'm glad it was decent because I do love them still. Even if I could do a better job myself these days, but you know. Nice numbers on the boost. Right. Right, so, I mean, most of you guys that have been here throughout the stream, thank you very much. We're coming up to an hour. I can still do a couple of bits. I might even pull some wishes today. I don't know, do I want Venti that much? I mean, this has been a complete bust in terms of artifacts, though, because these have all been terrible. Look at that. Great stats, except for the fact that it is a defense main stat. Absolute trash. Let's leave this behind. Go back to safety somewhere. Let's go to Liyue. I've still got loads to do on Genshin. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to do a lot of it on stream because a lot of it is story related. All of this stuff I've got to do. let's have a look here. So I've now got, how many primos? I can't see because of the comment. 855, that's quite a lot. Now, the other mechanic, this is a gacha game. So basically you spend your in-game currency and hope that you're going to get these characters here. Now, the 3 there on the side are the 4-star characters. You have the potential of getting one of those every 10 wishes. The one in the middle, Venti, who I don't have, you're only guaranteed, he's a 5-star character, you're only guaranteed 5-star characters every 90 wishes. You may well get them before that, but after 90 wishes, if you still haven't pulled a 5-star character, you get one. But there's like a 0.3% chance of getting them on every wish. So obviously, if you spend your in-game currency, you're probably not going to get that many of them. If you put money into the game to buy more of that in-game currency, you might get more. And as I think I say in the explanation video of this stream, I've got a bit of extra money in my pocket because I'm, recovering from alcoholism, so I don't spend my money on alcohol. If I were to spend all the money that I saved on alcohol on this game, I would be putting thousands into it, which is a really, really odd thought. But that is also part of the step process to actually take stock. That's what this whole thing is, making the videos. It's taking stock, it's making inventory of all the things that are concerning me, things that were making me an alcoholic, and actually thinking about them and vocalizing them and having a record of it, basically. One of the things is looking at how much money you can save. And it's something ridiculous a year. I won't actually put the figure on it, but it is something ridiculous a year that I'm saving because I'm no longer drinking. Like, it is mad. So basically putting a few quid into this doesn't really bother me. It's, within a gaming budget, as long as I do think about it mindfully and don't get addicted to this, which has got potential because that's the problem in my brain. It's another great South Park episode with the freemium ain't free stuff. That explains addiction really, really well. If you haven't watched that episode of South Park, freemium ain't free, gets addicted to a Terrence and Phillip tapping game on his mobile, puts loads of money into it because he's got the addictive illness in his head. Stan, and then obviously Stan's dad's an alcoholic, and Stan's grandpa is another form of addict. I can't remember what it is, addicted to buying stuff with the TV or something. Another great way of explaining. I want to be one of those people that explains addiction to people that don't understand it, and that's kind of what this is as well. Let's do a wish. Let's roll the dice. Let's see if I can get Venti. No. Have I looked into NFTs? Yeah, multiple times I've looked into NFTs and I still don't fully understand what they are. So that was 3-star weapon. No. Basically, that's the most common thing that you can get. You get something on every wish. I don't need anything like that because, I was talking to someone about NFTs today, actually, and how there could be a way to monetize things for them. And actually, it is it would be lucrative if you're an artist, digital artist. Definitely. But I still don't fully understand why, as a consumer, I would ever buy something like that. I just wouldn't. I'd rather have an actual print, something to hold. I'd rather have the print or an original. I'll just buy the original Mona Lisa. Just give it to me. Oh, wow, this is 3 wishes with nothing so far. Such a shame. Somebody was telling me today that someone sold their soul as an NFT. Like Bart. He sold his soul to Milhouse. Bart Simpson's soul, sold it to Milhouse. Someone wrote on a piece of paper and signed it that it was their soul and sold it for $300. And now it's worth $3.5 million or something, but they don't own it anymore. So somebody else has got that person's soul. I mean, again, that sort of relates to the content in this stream, doesn't it, today? The content that is spirituality. Is there such thing as a soul that carries forward? Right, 2 more wishes. They cost 160 primos a go, so I've got 2 more wishes. Are we going to get a 4-star? One more wish. Are we even going to get a 4-star? To be fair, I haven't pulled 10 times, so I'm not guaranteed. Not guaranteed a 4-star. If it goes purple, it's 4-star. If it goes gold, it's 5-star. So I toss my coin. And it says, you suck. Oh. I know that, but you don't have to say it. Oh, man. That's really annoying. Well, I'll have to earn more primos tomorrow. Anyway, we're building pity for the next banner, Yelan. I'm not really bothered if I get Venti or not. I mean, I would like to have Venti. But if I get him or not, I don't really mind. But the closer you get to 90 wishes, the more of a guarantee you are going to get, you know, 5-star. I'm so unlucky. I've spent money to get my characters. But anyway, that's enough of wishing. I can't do that anymore. Run out of primo gems. But it was a fun ride while it lasted. Let's just collect these glaze lilies. I think I'm going to sign off quite soon because we have done the things and we talked about the things that I wanted to talk about. So this will go onto my YouTube channel and it will be stored there. It will stay on Twitch as well. So if you missed the stream live, it is still there to look at over the next couple of days, or if you saw some of it at the back end and you're interested in talk about recovery and about my story, then yeah, go back and have a watch of the videos. But those of you that have been here today, Mark's Brain, Warbeard, I'm really appreciative of the comments. You made this stream more fun because of your presence, so thank you both. You're both gods, not in the high power sense, but in the fact that you are awesome. I'll be back again tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so if you're interested in not doing anything else, or even if you just have this on your phone or on your laptop, and just sort of listen in whilst you are watching the TV or something that old people do, then please join again. What is that emote? That's beautiful, Warbeard. Thanks, man. Yeah, it'd be good to see you again tomorrow, because this is therapeutic for me, talking about this stuff out loud, recording it and having that document whilst playing this beautiful anime-inspired concoction of Chinese genius. And it is Chinese, not Japanese. Let's not forget that. Then please come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I'll be back for about this amount of time. I really appreciated the talk about tea. That was awesome in the chat tonight. What was also awesome was the talk about rose-ringed parakeets. Didn't expect that to come up, but yeah, that was awesome. And the talk about Google Lens. I mean, I'm hoping that Google have watched this now, because obviously they are watching everything, and they send me some implants for my eyes so that I can have Google Lens permanently in my eyes, replace my own lenses in my eyes, so I can go to Spain and go boop, and then it just translates, because that was awesome doing that on my phone. I loved it. Google Len. Google Len. I wonder what would happen if you Googled Len. What comes up? I'm hoping I have new eyes by tomorrow, because maybe Google is the higher power that I'm searching for, and it's going to come down in the night and replace my eyes. The Googles have my eyes. That is a horror movie that's going straight to Netflix. The Googles have my eyes. The Googles. Sounds like the worst family on your street. Oh, where's my ball gone? Oh, it's ended up in the Google's house. That's the worst place for my ball to be, because they don't throw it back. The Googles do not throw your ball back. You know they're not throwing your ball back. But anyway, love you all. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That was a fun stream. And I will see you all tomorrow night at 8. Bye.